Hi everyone, I am Gianni Nerda.
I'm Chansini Casayas.
I'm Netsoji Sauro.
I'm Marietta Balia.
I'm Romeljik Pogoy.
I'm Jaya Mayanson.
And we are the Group 1. In this video, we are going to talk about exponential growth and decay.
There's one student who is struggling in his assignment with exponential growth and decay. He badly wants to learn it so that he can answer his assignment.
Exponential growth and decay. It's so hard. How can I get it? Maybe there's a video online that can explain it better.
What is the concept of exponential growth and decay in differential equation? Exponential growth and decay are fundamental concepts in differential equation. Describe how quantities change over time with rates proportional to their current values. Exponential growth. The quantities increase over the time and the factor is greater than 1. The rate of change increases over time, resulting in a rapid rise. Exponential decay. The quantity decrease over time and the factor is between 0 and 1. The rate of change decrease over time, resulting in a gradual decline.
So we have a general formula of dp over dt is equal to kp. So when able to derive this, we're going to multiply both sides by dt so we can cancel. So we have dp is equal to kp dt. Since k is constant, we're going to multiply both sides by p so we can cancel the p. So we have now 1 over p dp is equal to k dt. And let's integrate both sides. So we have ln p is equal to k t plus c. So how can we get the p by itself? So we have ln p is equal to kt plus c. So let's simply put the equation above the e. So we have e raised to ln p is equal to e raised to kt plus c. So the base of natural log is e, so we can cancel. So we have p is equal to e raised to kt plus c. So in algebra, we have e raised to kt times e raised to c. So e raised to c is constant, so we have p of t is equal to c e raised to kt.
To derive the general equation, p of t is equals to poe raised to the power of kt. So we can start with the differential equation. dp over dt is equals to kp. In this form, we can use variable separable. dp over p is equals to k dt. Now, we can integrate both sides. The integral of d over p is equals to ln p equals the integral of k is equals to kt plus c. Apply the initial condition. P of O is equals to PO and ln of PO is equals to 0 plus C. So our C is equals to ln of PO. Now, we're going to substitute C. So, ln of P is equals to KT plus ln of PO. Now, we can exponentiate both sides. So, we can get P of T is equals to A raised to the power of KT plus ln of PO. Simplify using exponent properties. So, P of T is equals to A raised to the power of KT times E raised to the power of ln of PO. We are going to simplify. So, P of T is equals to POE raised to the power of KT. Now, we have the general equation for exponential growth and decay.
So here's some example about exponential growth and decay.
So we have the example. A bacteria culture has a constant relative growth rate of 0.672 cells per day. At the beginning, there are 8 cells. So we need to find the population size after 10 days. So the first thing we do, we need to write down all the given. So we have given of growth rate, which is 0.672, and the initial value of 8. And time is 10. So we need to take the final value. So we're going to substitute to our formula, which is final value is equal to initial value E raised to growth rate times time. So the unknown is final value is equal to the initial value, which is 8, and E raised to growth rate, which is 0.672 times the time 10. So we're going to calculate this. So our final answer is we have 6,631 cells and 10 days, after 10 days. So this is our final answer.
So we have the second question here, but the same problem. So when will there be 100,000 cells? So by the given growth rate is 0.672, and the initial value is 8. Then the final value, which is the 100,000 cells, we need to find 9. So by the given formula, we have final value is equals to initial value E raised to growth rate times time. So substitute the given 100,000 equals to 8 E raised to 0.672 times time. So divide both sides by 8 and then cancel 8 and then divide 100,000 over 8 equals to, so we have 12,500 is equals to E raised to 0.672 times time. So we have to apply natural logarithmic method. So ln 12,500 equals to 0.672 times time, divide both sides by 0.672. So cancel, then divide ln 12,500 over 0.672. So we have time equals to 14.038 days. So that is our final answer.
So we have here the example number 2. The rabbit population on a certain island where T is the number of years beginning with the year 2000. Determine the relative growth rate. To determine the growth rate, we need to use this equation. PT is equals to PO, E raised to the power of K times T. So first, what is exactly PO? So PO is 1,500 when T or time is equals to 0. We come up with this given by just looking at the table. So we'll go back to this equation. We will replace the PT with 1,500 and then copy the rest. So we have here 1,500 PO and EO because our time is 0. So in the logarithm, the EO is equals to 1, so we have here 1,500 is equals to PO. This is our initial population. So, we will go back. No, let us use the first year in our table. So, P1 or this one is the 2001 year. So, the population in 2001 is 1,577. Then, we will replace PT with 1,577. And we will copy this, our PO. PO is 1,500 EK1 because our T is 1. So we will divide both sides by 1,500. Cancel. We have here 1,577 divided by 1,500 is equals to 1.0513 EK.
To solve for K, we need to take the natural log of both sides. Ln 1.0513 is equal to ln e raised to the power of k. The properties of the natural log allows us to move the constant. This k is our constant. we should move this one to the front. ln 1.0513 is equal to k ln e. We all know that ln e is equivalent to 1. So we should cancel this one, and it will be like this. ln 1.0513 is equal to k. Then calculate the value of our k. 0.05 is equal to k. And this is the answer of our relative growth rate, which is the letter A. Now, we can proceed to the letter B. Write a general equation for the population. This is our general equation that P of P is equal to P O E raised to the power of KP. Now, we can write the general equation. This is our general equation, right? Then, we can substitute all the answers that we get. P of P is equal to, the value of our PO is 15 E raised to the power of KP. Then, P of P is equal to 15 E. Then plug in the value of K, which is 0.05 times T. And this is the answer of the letter B. So, basically, the population increases by 50% every year.
So, here's a sample problem and solution for continuous compound interest using differential equation. Suppose you deposit $1,000 into a savings account with 5% annual interest rate. Compounded continuously, find the amount in the account after 10 years. So, let A of T be the amount in the account at time T. The continuous compound interest model is dA over dt is equals to RA. So here's the given. The initial deposit P of O is equals to 1,000. The interest rate is 5% or 0.05. So our time is 10. And now we are going to find the amount in the account after 10 years.
Using the continuous compound interest formula, we can find the amount of the account after 10 years. So, we can write the formula of continuous compound interest. So, A at T is equals to AOE raised to RT. So, we can directly substitute the given to our formula. So, AT is equals to AO. Our AO is 1,000. And then E, our R is 0.05. Our time is 10. Using our calculator,
we can get the answer of 1,648.72.
I get it. It's all about the rate of change, how things multiply or divide over time.
And now, he can easily answer his assignment.
Thanks to this video, I already answered my assignment easily.